time for the doubt, they counting me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse, mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. I sadly mistaken, I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like told me, keep on running, toes they gon' take them. Used to lose, built to win, applied myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counting me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win, applied myself, I felt it in.
Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. I'm excited about today's episode. We got a lot to talk about, man, that I'm excited about. We got to talk about them, left hand up, we online. Left hand up, Commanders. A lot happened in the last few days. We got to talk about Jimmy G. He's healthy now. Can he make the Raiders better? And we got to talk about somebody that we really haven't talked about a lot this offseason, Aaron Rodgers and those Jets, since they on Hard Knocks. But before we get started, I got some good people on. I got Mr. Get Done Something himself, Tomo. We got Mark and we got Vaughn. I can see Dave is not here, but we got some good people on. How y'all doing, fellas?
I'm doing good. I want to say this, though. Since Dave not here, I know he's somewhere in his cave. Look, the updates haven't been coming through, but Dave told me this personal message, man. Y'all can't forget, it's Money Mondays. So
turn me up.
But yeah, outside of that, I'm doing good, man. I can't wait to hear what y'all got to say about this press conference that happened. So, Mark, Vaughn, how y'all boys doing?
I'm good, man. Everything is good. New ownership.
Go.
Yeah, I'm good. Let's go.
Yes, sir, man. I'm happy to be back. Let's get it.
Let's get it. All right, y'all. So let's get things started. Before we get things started, make sure y'all like this video on 3 platforms: Facebook, Twitter, and we are monetized now on YouTube. Shout out to YouTube for making us partners. So make sure y'all like the video on all 3 platforms. Share the video on all 3 platforms because you want people to come on and watch it with y'all live. And guess what? Subscribe and follow on all 3 platforms. But you can use that comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be putting down throughout the show. Listen, the show ain't the same without the comments. All right. So we need y'all to be active in the comments like you always are. But super chats come in, they get bumped to the front. Tom was going to talk more about the super chats. But look, we got some IG chats that we got going on too. It's been crazy leading up to the show. So Tomo, talk about those IG chats we got going on.
Look, man, I want to say these IG chats, you get the latest news, updates, healthy debates. Just if you want to throw out some hot takes, you can do that this as well too. But a couple of weeks ago, maybe a month ago, these chats, they were free. But now there's some specific rules you got to get, you got to follow before you can get in these chats. So the chats that we have to offer is the NBA/WNBA. We got NFL, MLB. Hats off to Baseball with Teddy. He's running that chat. You got college football. I know the countdown is begin. Hey, college football fans, don't kill me. I don't know the actual number. We got college basketball, both men's and women's. We got boxing. So we got a big fight coming up. We got a boxing episode tomorrow. So, hey, for all of those who think we don't know too much about boxing, just tune in. So it's tomorrow. But we also got mixed in with a little bit of UFC and some MMA. And we have a little bit of wrestling too. Coach been holding us down with the wrestling information in the boxing chat. And if you want to join these chats, trust me, you want to click that link in the description. After I finish telling y'all how y'all can become members so you can join these chats, I'm going to just ask Mark and Vaughn, to share the experience within the chat as well. But once you click that link in the description, you can become a member. Oh, you want to go back? How we doing this? Look, my producer. Y'all follow the producer, man. All right, so he called an audible on me right quick. But look, we got 3 levels. We got the pro level, all-star level, and the superstar level. At the pro level, you get for $2.99 a month, you get the loyalty badges next to your name in the comments and live chats. You get priority comments. So Joe told you in the beginning of the show, your name. There we go. Shout out to see what I'm saying. Shout out to Carl. 33 days. You get priority comments. You see how the comments jump to the front for $2.99. And you get to join one sports chat. So the chats that I just told you about before, you get to join one chat. But If you want to take it to the next level, you can get the All Star at $4.99 a month. You get the same perks from the pro level, but you also get member only videos. We got a few of those out right now. So if you are at the All Star level and above, go check those out. You can join multiple chats, so you can follow the conversation wherever it goes within the IG chats. You get to request a topic or a segment nominee. You could believe that somebody definitely requested us to talk about the Commanders today, but I ain't gonna say it was Joe. But and you get segment nominees, and the segments are you got Not So Average Top Five, you got Your Done Son, and you got Dave's Doghouse. But if you like, I know it gotta be one more level. It has to be, and yet you're right. It's the superstar level for $9.99 a month. You get the same perks, $9.99 a month, not $99.99. Some I stuttered a little bit there. It's $9.99, but you get the same perks from the All Star level and the Pro level. But you get to join the R2L chat. You get to be a guest on the show, as you can see. We got some guests here. They family, but you could be family too for $9.99 a month. You get to be a guest on the show. You get awards and plaques. We got an award show on YouTube. You can go check that out so you can understand how you get your awards and plaques. But it's for the top performers, and you get member shout outs. So I want to say shout out to all my members, my super. I want to say shout out to all my members first, but superstar members. That's Jerry, Donnell, Joe, Dave, myself, Teddy, and you if you're watching right now. So just go ahead and click that link. And if we got like maybe maybe 2, 3 minutes, Mark, mind just tell these folks how it is in the chat so they understand why they need to click that link in the description.
Yeah, cool. The chat is nah, the chat is good, man. They keep you updated. You'll know everything. It's like if Adam Schefter sent it, if that's the first time you saw it, it's already late. We already knew about it. So I mean, it's
Facts.
we talk about everything. We not, it's not about what the media think. It's how we really see the game.
Hold
So
up. Okay.
that's it.
Go ahead,
100
Tomo.
with it.
Speaking of members, right? Kevo was perfect for him, right? Shout out to Kevo, man. Kevo just became a member, man. So shout out to Kevo. So now y'all know he's really about to blow the comments up now. So be prepared. Go ahead, Mark. We had to get
Shout out
him.
to Kevo.
Ah, that was it. That was it. That was
Yeah,
it.
man. Like Mark said, man, it keeps you updated. But for me, I like to talk. I like to really engage, really give my point of view on things in the chat, and I like to bounce my ideas off people. And when you get in the chat, a lot of people that know their sports, and you learn a lot, and you get to duke it out with some guys that really know sports instead of guys that don't know sports. So join them chats, like I always say, because that's where it's at.
Take it away, Joe.
That's good. I do gotta say this. If you want to be a superstar, you want to come on the show, we're gonna let you know how you do. All right, we're not gonna hold back. All right, just let you know that. And the guy on the bottom right, he's the main one that's doing it. All right. So look. Also, shout out to BWT Baseball with Teddy. All right, another episode will be coming very soon. Teddy has been holding it down when it comes to the baseball. Any baseball content you want. So if you're a diehard fan, a casual fan, somebody who wants to be a fan, you can tune into BWT Baseball with Teddy. Shout out to Teddy. And last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. Tomo, take it over.
Man, oh man. What happened? Was it Friday? It was Thursday we talked about it. No, it was Wednesday we talked about it. Thursday it was actually official. And Friday, actually, whoa, what's going on
It's not
here?
a type of hold up. It's not a type of hold up, but I do want to read this. This is real right here. Kevo says, shout out to myself for the many super chats, typo. I've already sent that already put me in 10 months ahead of his superstar level subscription. Hey,
Competition?
yeah, I give him props, man. They do, man. Hey, just want to make sure you can still pay your bills, all right? Because you were throwing super chats in here, all right? All right. Well, so we appreciate it, man. We appreciate it. All right, go ahead, Tomo.
Hey, talking about paying for stuff, right? Let's talk about the Harris Group and them completing that sale with the Commanders, man. They put their money where their mouth was, right? And they told Dan, hey, Jazzy Jeff them on up out of here. So look, we got 2 Commander fans on here, right? I know the city went crazy. I seen people crying. I seen B. Mitch crying on the news. I seen Joe Harris go down there at the bullpen and buy all the fans beers. But we got 2 diehard Commanders fans on the show, and I just want to ask, man, what's your reaction to that press conference?
You want me to go first?
Oh, man.
Look.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, man, I'm excited about it, man. Like it's just for some facts. That's the most expensive purchase of a sports franchise in world history. So no other sports franchise has ever, amounted to that much of money, and it blew the Denver out by almost $2 billion. So that right there is an accomplishment on its own. Just from what for the last 20 years, how we only won maybe 2 playoff games, and the small amount of appearances and having an under 500 record. Um, Also, the new ownership also did good things. We sold more tickets for the first game than we sold all 2022 season, which is it's only July. So if you want to get your tickets, you gotta get them now. They might be gone. So sold out all 2023. I'm excited about this ownership. It's some winner circles. We got Josh Harris who owns the Sixers, which is a successful franchise in the NBA, and Magic Johnson with some ownership in the LA Dodgers. We all know about them, the success they have. So I'm just looking forward to the great years, championship loading.
Stop the cap.
Let's get it. So let me. You want me to go, Jerome? No,
Yeah, I'm gonna let your commanders go ahead and do your thing first, and I'll go last.
Okay, this on running out parade. All right. So look, man, I'm excited, man. Now, obviously, ownership ain't going to change everything in our organization, but the thing is, things were already changing before he showed up. So let me say that. All right. But let's talk about Daniel Snyder real quick, man. How impactful this situation is. All right. Now, when I look at Daniel Snyder's situation, I'm gonna name some stuff, right? And then you're gonna be like, yeah, I remember that. All the sexual harassment stuff going on. We don't know about that, right? Ticket sale fraud. Trent Williams situation. I mean,
Wow.
I know we had debates about it, but the whole Kirk Cousins situation, not paying Kirk Cousins, right? He walked, still starting the league and traded for Alex Smith. And where's Alex Smith today? Albert Hainsworth. Remember that, Mark? Our head coach didn't even want Albert Hainsworth. He didn't even want Albert Hainsworth. $100 million, like you said, $100 million man. Donovan McNabb. Trading for Donovan McNabb after his prime. Right? Firing Mike Shanahan, who had a brilliant coaching staff, who are multiple head coaches on multiple great teams right now. Mike McDaniel, Matt LaFleur, Kyle Shanahan himself, right? Sean McVay, all them dudes were under Mike Shanahan. We got rid of him for who? Jay Gruden, the guy who coached Andy Dalton, who never won a playoff game. Okay. Also, rest in peace to him, Dwayne Haskins, but there was reports saying that he wasn't ready as a starting NFL QB at the time we drafted him, and he still drafted him high in the draft. And then there are rumors that saying that he had a lot to say with the Carson Wentz situation. So if you don't think making an ownership change is a big move for this team, for this franchise, you must be kidding yourself, man. You must be tripping. Because think about this. At first, I got to give Ron Rivera credit. He held the ship down while we was going through all this turmoil inside. One thing I could say about Ron Rivera, the locker room had never had issues. You never heard locker room issues. Only one time when Payne tried to steal my man Jonathan Allen, all right, former teammates. But they kids made up though, all right. But listen to this, y'all. Crazy, Tomo and Vaughn. Listen to this. Since Daniel Snyder's been in office 24 years straight, right? I'm going to compare Daniel Snyder's 24 years compared to the 17 years before he even showed up, all right? First of all, we had 10 different head coaches, 27 different starting QBs.
Bruh.
Let that sink in. 27 different starting QBs. That's ridiculous, all right? In the last 24 years, 3 10-win seasons, all right? Guess what? How many we had within the last 17 years? 8 10-win seasons. No, you sad right now. All right.
You preaching?
Sad song? Well, I'm just preaching. All right.
You preaching.
Look, let's be honest, y'all. In the NFC East since 2000, what team would you say is the most dominant team in the NFC East since 2000? Let's be honest. Probably Eagles. Eagles, right?
Dominant.
Yeah, the Eagles not
Eagles,
against
they had McNabb.
I'm talking about total. Like they had a lot more winning.
Yeah, they won back to back too. Yeah.
8 Super Bowls. Listen to this. In the last 17 years before Snyder came, we had 8 10-win seasons. Do you know in the last 20 years the Eagles only had 7? All right. We had 0-11 win seasons with Daniel Snyder. Before Daniel Snyder's 17 years, we had 5 11 plus winning seasons. Do you know how many the Eagles had in the last 17 years? 3. So I'm just letting you know how good we were before Daniel Snyder showed up. I'm comparing y'all to who we were before Snyder showed up compared to the so-called dominant team in the NFC East right now. All right? We had 6 playoff berths with Daniel Snyder. 17 years before Snyder, we had 8. The Eagles had 10. I get the Eagles that. We had 4 division titles in 24 years. In 17 years, we had 5. Eagles had 6. Get the Eagles that too. But listen to this. I fell off my chair with this one. Since Daniel Snyder been in office for 24 years, we had 2 playoff wins. Do you know in 17 years before he came, we had 15 playoff wins? Guess how many Eagles had last 17 years? 9. So it's going to be a huge difference with new ownership. Now, last thing I'm going to say is this. Von Tomo, be real with me. If you saw a team not called the Commanders, if there was a team out here that had terrible quarterback play all last year, I mean from start to finish, terrible ownership issues from start to finish, but they finished as a 3rd-ranked defense, right? In the NFL draft the following year, the 3rd-ranked defense draft 2 defensive backs in the 1st round, and they went and get the Super Bowl champions offensive coordinator who had the #1 offense the last 5 years. And you telling me that team can't get better without the ownership issues also? We were 8-1 last year with all that crap going on and with all the stuff happening this offseason. There's no way we can't be better than last year. So that's why I'm so excited. And I'm not saying it's Super Bowl season this year. I'm not saying that. Not saying it can't happen, but it's up from here. That's all I got to say. It's positive stuff going forward. It's winning seasons going forward. We're not going to have a track record like this in the next 24 years. So that's why I'm excited.
Vaughn, you want to go?
Okay. I can dig that. I want to start by doing this first. Congratulations, fellas. I'm happy for y'all. And watching that press conference, the biggest thing that stood out to me? The owner is from here. The owner said he used to go to the games all the time. He remembered when y'all was great. He remembered those days, Joe and Mark. Guess what he said he's trying to do? I'm trying to bring that back to the city. That's what they're talking about, making the nation's capital a place that brings people together again. That's what they kept talking about in the press conference. They said they're going to get out here and do the groundwork and turn this thing around. It starts with getting the stadium a place where the fans want to come and cheer, where they want to come and support the team. You go there now, I mean, there's more people out there tailgating in the stadium.
Fact.
See, another thing that really stood out to me was when Magic Johnson came in there. You know what he said? He said, I asked him, I said, do you want to win? He said, I don't get into the sports stuff just to be fancy, you know what I'm saying? Be cool. I'm trying to win. And that's one thing I like. All these guys, everything they say on that podium, they're always on the same exact page. So I'm happy for you guys, man. I think that this is a great move for y'all. I think y'all will turn it around. Like, I feel y'all excitement, After all that stuff y'all went through, y'all still was probably 1 or 2 games out of the playoffs. That's how I feel about my squad. After all that we went through, 1 game away. So I agree. I think that with the new commander and CEO in charge, I think the city's going to get behind the team a little bit more. Because even when they asked about the name of the team, he said, I mean, it don't matter if I like it. It's about if the fans like it. It ain't about me. So I'm excited for you guys because I think the people that you got, they're going to take this and really cherish it and make the most out of it. And that's what the city deserves, the fans deserve, and number one, foremost, the actual players and the coaches and the people working there deserve. Because, like you said, all the quarterbacks, because I'm from here, all the quarterbacks, I done seen them. All the scandals, I done heard them. All the L's, I done seen those too. So it's gonna be happy. It's gonna be a good. I got my father, a couple of friends. They done left the Redskins and went to new teams. So if I was y'all, I'd lock the door right now. Look at the hater. Hater Carl.
Hey, tell Tay he can't come in.
He ain't coming back.
Hey, tell Tay he ain't no running back. Door lock like Vaughn said.
Yeah, Tay, you can't come back, man.
Hey, fellas, I'm on the show talking about the Commanders, and this gravy chili they're gonna break on my team. Look at this. Come on, dummy. I'm talking about the Commanders, dummy. But yeah, I think y'all gonna. I think this is great for y'all. Though. I'm excited. You know, I got guys, older guys I work with. They about to pop champagne and light cigars for this. So congratulations, man. And I'm happy to see what's gonna happen.
All right, so I know we all at a high right now. The whole city is at a high right now. But I just want y'all to realize this: when the bar was in hell with the with the owner, we could have went in and said anything on that podium. The city would have just been like, "Long as Dan not here, bro, we don't care. Get him out of here." But nah, everything you said, Vaughn, I can't really contest to what the Commanders was going through. I was laughing in your misery. So when you guys were going through that, I was loving it. But when the press conference started, there's two things I did. There's three things I noticed. Vaughn, you said the first one. I thought about Madden when you saw that franchise, and they like, look, you can pick three way to create an owner. It's the former player, the lifelong fan, or the financial mogul. Y'all picked the lifelong fan. Because that story he told, talking about how his brothers and them went to almost every game. I think another one of the co-owners is from there
Yep.
too. So
Friendship
they
Heights,
exactly. So they know about the nostalgia from that RFK when the stadium got the rock and then the Hogs was doing what the Hogs was doing, right? But Magic Johnson knows how to work a room. He got up there and when hey Von, that's what stood out to me too. He said, I picked up the phone and said, hey, bro, you want to win? He pulled the Damian Lillard. He said, I ain't come here to mess around. I came here to win. And think about the other franchises they in on. They turned all of them around. The 76ers, the New Jersey Devils, the LA Dodgers. So, hey, Commanders fans, you really got something to look forward to right now. But also, man, look, the bar was in hell. You guys know it. Everyone's saying it right now. Dan was holding y'all back. And now my man gonna come in. He definitely gonna fix the plumbing, Teddy. He said that. So and then we're gonna figure it out from there. But for right now, man, I'm not here to rain on your parade, man. It's a parade definitely inside the city. Yeah. Magic Johnson was up there with backyard and everything. So look, you already see what's about to happen.
Light about to go up.
And that's see, we gotta find something else, Teddy, or something like that.
Hey, real quick, Daniel Snyder has done horrible things. One thing I will say about Daniel Snyder, he did want to win. He made purchases. He made all these bad moves because he thought they were good moves to win. He was just in the way. He needed to put the football activities to the football people. He obviously didn't know what he was doing. So.
Another thing was Bruce Allen. Firing Bruce Allen really would help propel the team to where we at kind of like right now. So that was a really big firing Bruce Allen. He had some bad friends.
Look, man, you heard what Jerry said. Jerry said in the comments too, man. You wanted to be Jerry Jones Jr., man. And like I said earlier, when you want to be the son, sometimes you try to outshine the master, and look what happens. It just looks bad.
He actually knows football though, Jerry Jones. He actually made great moves for y'all, Tomo. Y'all just don't. I don't know what's up with y'all. It's like call us every time.
Wait. I said,
come on,
I wasn't about to say that. I wasn't about to say. I was about to say he was his son. That's why he messed it up, trying to follow behind him. But you know what? Speaking of somebody following behind other people, right? Mark, you sticking on with us, right? All right, man. We gotta talk about One Nation under Jimmy G, because the Raiders, they got a new quarterback, man, and Jimmy G is over there, and I'm mad Dave not here to give us the real scoop because he's the one that really be talking about Jimmy G like this. But will the Raiders improve from last year with Jimmy G as their quarterback? I'm gonna start with you, Von.
I think they will improve, but I'm not talking about wins or losses. I think they will improve because Jimmy G is a little more steady. He's a little more, you know what you're going to get out of him. Derek Carr, now, both of these guys at their best, Derek Carr is better. He's more talented than Jimmy G, if you ask me. However, he reminds me of Carson Wentz last year with the Commanders. No disrespect to y'all. When he high, but when he low, he is low. It is terrible. He has games he only threw for 100-something yards, 3 interceptions, no touchdowns. And I think with Jimmy G, you will get a guy that takes care of the ball a little bit more, a guy that you can game plan a little bit better around because he doesn't have those high and lows like a Derek Carr does. Seems like Derek Carr, what can I say? He folds. Seems like he folds. One thing I could say about Jimmy G, he's been winning almost his whole career. despite the injuries. I mean, let's go to the last 3 years. He played 4 seasons. Well, he didn't play a full season last year. He went 8-3 last year though. Year before that, NFC champion, NFC championship game. Year before that, another injury year. But year before that, they was in the Super Bowl. So he has experience in winning, and I just don't think he's good like that. And without, if they don't get Josh Jacobs back, I'm not sure how he's going to really propel them to winning. I feel like what they will improve with taking care of the ball, being a more steady offense, and not so up and down. So I think with Jimmy G, you will get a little bit more consistency out of him rather than a Derek Carr.
Mark.
Well, I do think that Jimmy G is a winner. So I mean, we can say whatever bad stats we want about him. He does win. It's 5-2 in the playoffs. So I mean, he does win. But again, with behind Jimmy G winning, he's always had a great defense. So with the great defenses, the Raiders don't have. So will they win the first year he's there? No, I don't think he's really gonna make a lot of noise. And I think Jimmy G gonna need more than like one season. And the way the pressure is now, if you don't do it right this season, they gonna move on. They gotta build their defense up if they want to win, really. So yeah, they need to. I don't think Jimmy G will be a winner in Oakland. I do think he's a winning quarterback. Yes, I think he can manage a game. He's not really turnover prone, or maybe he is. If you think about it, if you look at the last 4 seasons, I mean, he threw 12 picks in the season, he threw 13 picks in another season. So I mean, like, is he? I mean, does he really take care of the ball? He does win because he had a great defense, but you know, like Kev said, context do matter. You know.
Hold up.
Yeah, I know. I had to say it. I had to say it.
Oh no, we got a super chat. My bad. The super chat there. Look, man. We so excited over here. We got the super chat, man. You know, cowboy on cowboy, man. It's cowboy loving right here. But for $4.99, silence Mark. Joe, I'm tired of the disrespect. Keep my quarterback out all your topics. Hey, so now I know when you take shots at Dak, it's for Worm. I understand now.
Yeah.
Hey Mark, hey, I just wanted to throw this out here too. I just thought about it, man. This super chat just reminded me. Mark, as soon as you come on here, we get the super chat from Worm about silence Mark, and Kev becomes a member.
I know.
We need you on every time, man.
I know, right?
I know.
Man, he didn't give you the hashtag. He just said silence Mark.
Know.
He had enough.
Hashtag Mark Madness. You know what's going on.
Hey, Tomo, funny. He said no hashtag, just silence Mark.
Yeah, he had enough. He was fed up. But I agree with you, Mark, about him being a winner. He is a winner. I mean, his overall record is 40-17 as a starter in the NFL. So, I mean, he can get you to the playoffs. The 49ers did make the Super Bowl with him at 1.2, right? Also, you got to think about it when Jimmy G had weapons. He had Debo and Brandon Ayuk with the 49ers. Then he ended up getting hurt. But now you put him in Oakland, back with his offensive coordinator, and you give him Devontae Adams with Winfro. I agree with one more thing you say that with you, Vaughn, as far as if Josh Jacobs comes back, that's another weapon just for the Raiders to potentially look good in that division. But at the end of the day, when you're in the AFC, there's one quarterback you got to knock down. You get that quarterback out the way, then everybody, then it's a fair fight. But he's in the division with him. You think he's gonna beat them twice?
Got Russell in there too, don't he?
Then he got Kellen Moore up there. Like, and their defense ain't as consistent for them to be like trying to keep up with these high flying offenses they gotta go up against. But Josh McDaniels, man, it's your time. Like, now you really gotta prove it. You made Derek Carr look like trash, essentially. Because I remember me and Joe used to have that debate. That was my public enemy number one. It was Derek Carr. Then it turned into Josh Allen. Yeah. Yep. But Josh McDaniels did that to him and sent them all to New Orleans. And I'm like, maybe Derek Carr can bounce back. But hey, Jimmy G is your boy. You had him in New England. Y'all was winning when he was there. Now he got weapons. There's really no excuse on the offensive side. So make something happen. So I think they will improve. They will get better than what they was last year, but they're not about to make it to the Super Bowl.
In the defense, they was ranked 31st. That's, Jimmy a little more to work with.
Yeah, defense, yeah.
All right, first off, Javon, I gotta stop you there, man. Jimmy G
Talk
can
to me.
take care of the ball. Come on, man. Let's stop it. In the playoffs, right? First of all, he's not 5-2. He's 4-2. Because that first one he
Oh
had,
yeah,
he was
New
a
England.
Patriot on the bench. All right, so let's start there. All right. Number two, in the playoffs, every game he played, he has more interceptions than touchdowns, except for one game against the Rams when he threw the interception and lose the game. All right, last year or 2 years ago. So Jimmy G, I mean, yes, he might be better because he knows Josh McDaniel's system, but I'm done with Josh McDaniels. I'm sorry. I'm done with him. I had a little belief in him last year, and he proved me wrong. How you take a team who had coaching issues, got their coach fired mid-year, they number one they number one deep threat, get into a car accident and get locked up and he gone. Darren Waller's in and out the lineup all year. Your only player you got for real receiver that's consistent was Hunter Renfrow. And they still made the playoffs in the same division as Kansas City and the Chargers, who two teams that were projected to be the better teams in that division. They still made the playoffs that year. And then Josh McDaniels coming the next year with the same team with an added Devontae Adams, added Chandler Jones, and y'all only win 6 games? And you ran Derek Carr out of town? He looked like night and day without Josh McDaniels. Also, Josh McDaniels. This is why I'm not so with Josh McDaniels, y'all. With the Broncos, right? Y'all remember that stint. He's with the Broncos. Started on 6-0. 6-0. Because they was cheating. Once they found they was cheating, right? The rest of the season, they won 2 games. I'm gonna call out the scores of every game they lost after that 6-0 start once they finally cheated. Listen to this, Javon. You gonna follow your children. Listen to this crap. They lost 30-7, 28-10, 27-17. Mark, we beat them that game. 32-3, 28-16. 44-24. Like every game is like a blowout. Once they found out where they were cheating, he couldn't cheat no more. They got a dog every single game after that. Then the next year he went 3-10. Get out of here, Jonathan Daniels. Then he had a handwritten statement like he's gonna go. I forgot what team it was. The Colts. He brought the Colts to Colts, and then sent a fax. Oh yeah, I'm gonna stay with New England with Bill Belichick. Man, get him out of here. I don't believe in Jonathan McDaniels. Now look, they might win more than 6 games, but are they making the playoffs? No, they're not making the playoffs. So. Is he gonna make them better? I mean, it might be the same. He might know their system better, and that's all. That's it. But I'm not sold on Jimmy G or Josh McDaniels.
Hold on. You said he was cheating when they was 6-0, right?
Yeah.
But you also said Jimmy G knows his system. So boom, he can just go back to cheating because he knows the system. They just gonna plug and play right back where they was at. They Teddy, you gonna hate me, but they did it in New England, man. It's not that hard. They're gonna fly the drones and they're gonna find out the plays, and we right back. They might get 7 wins. 8 wins. They can get 8 because Kellen Moore gonna give them a game. So out of that whole split, they're gonna split with the Chargers. I don't know about the Chiefs, and they're gonna split with the Broncos. So the rest of their schedule, Jimmy G can make something happen if he stay healthy.
I mean, it's not about the offense, in my opinion. It's still a defense. Without a good, because Jimmy G he's not an offensive machine, and he always had weapons.
And he got weapons now.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely got weapons now. So I mean, he had weapons in San Francisco, in my opinion. But like,
he always had a nice running game.
Yeah,
he never had a Devontae Adams.
But he never had he never not had a great defense that bailed him out. They was ranked 31st last year. If you think they're gonna go from 31st to like,
it can happen because if your offense is so bad, your defense on the field so much, then that can happen. That's why I said they can be better because do y'all know since 2019?
Where was Houston ranked?
Houston doesn't have a good.
Go on here. Go ahead, Ron. Since 2019, what?
Since 2019, you know, there's only been 4 other quarterbacks that throw more interceptions than Derek Carr in the NFL. He's tied with Sam Darnold. And you talking about Jimmy G don't take care of the ball?
Jimmy G been hurt. That's why.
Listen, Joe, he was only hurt 2 seasons though. I'll give you that. And one season he threw 12, and once he threw 13. That's cool. I'll give you that. Well, my thing is with Derek Carr is he would have a game where he throwing 3 or 4 of them joints. My point with Derek Carr, he has his high moments, but when he's low, he is terrible. It's like the Wentz syndrome last year. It's like, what you doing, bro? You a whole nother quarterback now. So my thing with Jimmy G, I feel like their offense would be a little more leveled with him because there's no up and down rock and roll band going on like with a Derek Carr type of guy. And Mark, you speak on the defense. When your offense is not doing much, I mean, they put up some points and had some games, but however, they wasn't consistent. And if you got your defense, like our defense was on the field so much the first half of the season, and it made our defense look bad just because our offense couldn't produce. If your offense, like that's why I say they're gonna need a Josh Jacobs to come back because he's gonna need a run game to support him. Because he never had a guy like a Devontae Adams. Hunter Renfrow had an off year last year. I think he's gonna bounce back. I think he's still there's another guy that they got that I like. But I just think that he's just a little more safer than a Derek Carr. That's why I think they won 6 games last year. Like, you don't think they can win? They didn't say would they be a playoff team. The question is, will they be better?
I get you, Ron. Like I get what you're saying. He's the safer. He's like Alex Smith. I mean, Alex Smith was better. Let me say that. But
I give you that.
Without saying with Alex Smith was way more of a conservative. Well, I don't even think Jimmy G conservative. Javon, listen to this. The 2 years that he had almost a full season. All right. The man played 16 games in 2019, had 13 interceptions. And we talking about Dak leading league interceptions with 17, right? And then
hold on. Before you keep going, we talk about Dak because he missed 5 games and still
you're right though. You're right. But he led a league.
That's why Dak gets talked about.
And Jimmy G had 13. And then Jimmy G, when he played 15 games, he had 12 interceptions.
12, yep.
12 interceptions. The year before that, he had 6 games and threw 5 interceptions in 6 games. He only played. I mean, the man is a turnover machine. He played 3 games the last year before that and threw 3 interceptions. The man is a turnover machine.
What receivers do he have? What receivers? He never had a Devontae Adams, though.
But you try to compare Derek Carr interceptions to Jimmy G. I'm telling you the reason why he got more than Jimmy G because he been hurt. Derek Carr plays every game. He's never hurt for real. Except for that one year he should have became MVP. I never heard an MVP type season for Jimmy G though. So Derek Carr is better than Jimmy G.
I started off saying he's better than Jimmy G. He's more. That's why I say it's gonna be a little more even kill because he don't have that up and down by Derek Carr. Derek Carr come out there and look like the best quarterback in the league. You thought he was gonna be MVP last year.
He did.
Don't remind me.
He did.
So
that's how fantasy.
A Jimmy G guy. Go ahead. It's like the
That's
Dak.
why I want to do a fantasy show.
It's like the Dak situation. Hey, what's that backup name again? That played
Cooper
last
Rush.
year. It's like the Cooper Rush situation in Dak. When you got a guy like Cooper Rush, you don't try a lot of extra stuff.
I got you with that.
He's chill. Jimmy G, it's the same thing with him and Derek Carr. Derek Carr's a superstar quarterback for real. When he first came in, people thought he was gonna be like that, but he hasn't lived up to that hype. So I feel like they're gonna settle down a bit more and be able to really, you know what I'm saying, do their thing. Because he wasn't even hitting Devontae Adams like that for real last year, Derek Carr.
Which was crazy because the reason when he got there, what's the first thing he said? We went to school together. The connection was back.
Hunter Renfrow had an off year, so I just feel like
he was hurt though. He was hurt. But
yeah,
we'll see, man. I just don't. Javon Daniels got to show me now. I'm not picking him no more ever again.
I feel you.
I mean, nah. Sorry.
I mean, he was throwing the ball.
My issue is not really with Jimmy G. It's really with Javon Daniels.
Okay, that makes more sense.
That might make Devontae look worse than he like, you know, he might have a bad
year
because of Jimmy G.
He gonna be good regardless. With that team last year, he still had a league of touchdowns.
He got 1,500 yards, 100 catches. So
you see that?
Still
doing number one receivers be doing.
Go ahead.
That's what number one receivers do, man. Even with bad
no matter the quarterback.
Man,
no matter the quarterback. Terry McLaurin.
I knew it. See,
I knew it.
No matter the quarterback.
Man, but he got compliments there. No compliments for Josh McDaniels. However, we gotta take a flight. We was in Vegas, man, but we gotta take a flight back to the East Coast, man. Are we flying a private jet? Or are we getting on commercial? Or is it A-Rod the jet plane? We don't know. But we gotta ask a question, fellas. Are the Jets a Super Bowl team? I'm gonna start this one off.
This comment took Javon off.
he probably did. He probably called him to get him out. He made the call, man. You gotta add Vaughn back.
Yeah, I got you. Go ahead, Tomo. Do your thing.
All right. So for me, the Jets are a Super Bowl team. And you wanna know why I want to say that? Because if we can come up here for 19 seasons and say the Cowboys gonna make the Super Bowl, then why can't we say this about the Jets? All right. So if the Cowboys gonna make the Super Bowl, and so can the Jets. But guess what? The Jets got one thing that the Cowboys don't right now: a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Ooh.
Don't do that. Don't do that. we got sauce. All right. It's called Trey 7. All right. But no, it's a Hall of Fame quarterback, man. I mean, even though Aaron Rodgers didn't really look like himself at times last season, where sometimes you watch the Packers game, you're like, are they even gonna score points? This man still put up almost like 3,500 yards, 26 touchdowns, 12 interceptions. Like, I wish my quarterback would do that. Half the league would wish their quarterback could do something like that. That's the MVP season for some people, quarterback. I mean, even if they are throwing slant routes, you know what I mean? But also the Jets defense, them young bucks, man. You gotta look at the coach that they got over there. What's his name? Robert Slay. He had them young boys out there balling, man. We looked at the Jets last season. We was like, man, the Jets when you going into the season, like, man, it's the Jets. But they came out there every week and actually made it tough for people out there. They're in a division with the Bills and the Dolphins and the Patriots. And even in those games, you was like, can the Jets win it? Then they went up to when they went to Green Bay. My man put the cheese head on. Sauce Gardner showed y'all, like, hey, Mark, you said it earlier. Sauce Gardner showed y'all that he is a top tier cornerback. I mean, you gotta do it again. You know, we on this show, we don't do that 1 year stuff over here. We want to see it one more time. He did lock people down, but we want to see it one more time. But they were a little inconsistent throughout the season. If they can stay consistent, if Wilson can show up, I think they could probably get there. I mean, but I said it last segment. You got to get past Mahomes, though. You get past him, then anything's possible. But for me, I'm gonna say yes right now. Joe?
Thank you. I wanted to go next too. So look, we had a topic: who's gonna make the playoffs? Who's more likely to make the playoffs? Jets or Lions, right? And I came on and said, I think they both can make the playoffs. But if one were to make it and one not, they'll go into Lions. I was tripping.
Hey, Joe, I ain't gonna lie. I think I was with you on that,
Carl.
Hey, listen, y'all. The more I watch the Jets, the more of a believer I'm becoming. Let's start here, y'all. Last year, their defense, they finished 4th in yards allowed, 3rd in passing yards allowed, and 4th in points allowed. They were a top-tier defense. Also, players who have played 5 or more games, the least QB percentage was 57%. Did you know that Zach Wilson and Joe Flacco both had the lowest QB percentage in the NFL last year of people who played 5 or more games? And guess how much Mike White had? 58%. So they arguably had, or no, arguably, they had the worst QB performance on their team last year than any other team, including the Commanders. All right? They got Garrett Wilson. We all know how good Garrett Wilson is. He was on Mark Top 5. You hear what I'm saying? Right? We know how good he was. How good he is. And they got him surrounded by veteran receivers, Alan Lazard, McCole Hardman, Randall Carr. That's going to actually help Garrett Wilson. And you brought in guys who know Aaron Rodgers, which is, I think, is very important when a great player is transitioning. You want to bring guys with him to teach that language that he can speak, right? And then they got Breece Hall coming back. Breece Hall coming back over injury. Another nice player, right? The only thing I'm worried about is the offensive line. That's the only thing I'm worried about. I don't think they have a top-tier offensive line, but I do think Aaron Rodgers will help in that situation. But you had that from last year, and you take out the worst position they had and add a legendary quarterback in the last 3 years. He won MVP twice. Yes, they're a Super Bowl team. But like I said, the only thing I'm worried about is a defensive line. Our offensive line. And last thing I want to say is this: I'm not gonna lie, man. So I've been watching stuff. I'm like, Aaron Rodgers is happy, man. This dude is happy. He's happy, man. This is good for the Jets. And then I saw that video like 2 days ago. My man Sauce bought that chain for him. I was like, it's getting scary for the rest. I'm like, if you the AFC, East, it's not a good look because Aaron Rodgers is happy. That means that I'm telling y'all, like y'all know as athletes, when you're happy, when you like to play with the people you playing with, you like the coaching. They brought in Nathaniel Hackett, who was his offensive coordinator last time he won MVP. When you're happy in a situation like that, then you play better. So yes, I think they're a Super Bowl contender.
Mark.
Yeah, they're Super Bowl contender. Like when you add A-Rod to any situation, really, you a Super Bowl contender. He is a legendary quarterback with all the badges. So I mean, like you said, 2 time he was just like the last 5 years, 2 time MVP. That's you just added that to that type of defense with a star-led cornerback and a great defensive line. Yeah, the offensive line does need help, but Aaron Rodgers did the same thing with Green Bay. He was the most sacked quarterback, and they won the Super Bowl. So,
What Super Bowl was that?
Don't do that, Tom.
I had to do that. Worm not on the
that.
show. Worm not on the show. I just had to do that for Worm, man. I'm good.
I saw a Super Bowl though. Well,
Hey, it was in Dallas, so we both hurt.
Yeah, that was A-Rod is definitely he got the it factor. He's him basically. So I mean, since the GOAT retired, you got the next GOAT about to retire too. So I mean, A-Rod right now is still the best. Right? He's still a GOAT right now. Outside of Mahomes, but yeah, he did it consistently for a long time, and he's gonna continually do it with the receivers that he got over there too. So, Javon.
I mean, they're a contender. I'm not sold though.
Okay.
Like, they not like. Thank you, Tay. They're
He's a
walking
Browns
disaster.
fan.
Nah, I don't know what Tay going with this. This is where I'm going with this. Where's their depth? Where's their depth? Garrett Wilson go down. Who's the next guy? You believe in Lazard? You believe in Randall Cobb?
I like Corey Davis.
Yeah.
Randall Cobb been with him.
Last time Corey Davis, when Corey Davis was with, who was with before that? He almost had Tannehill. He had 900-some yards with Tannehill.
With AJ Brown on the other side.
I'm just saying, like they're run first team. So AJ, if Corey Davis could do it, AJ better do it. Just like Go ahead.
No, sure. I'll do that.
Go ahead.
But I'm not 100% sold. Like last year, A-Rod wasn't looking great. I mean, he's looking old, not in his movements, but just when you see him, he looks older. Like he just looks older now, and I really just had to see him produce still at that high level that he used to produce. I mean, they got, like you said, Joe, the offensive line isn't great. Is he still that mobile like he used to be? Can he still move around the pocket as good as he used to be? Can he still take hits like he used to? How about if they take a bad L when the criticism from the New York Times come through? Is he going to stand by these young players' side still? Like, it's a lot of things that I feel in question for me just with Aaron Rodgers. I mean, yeah, if we got the old Aaron Rodgers that's a 2-time MVP, oh, yeah, they contenders for sure. But we don't know. Brees Hall's coming back from a bad injury. Is he still going to be the same? Like, it's a lot of question marks still with this team. And, yeah, they can be, if all things go right, yeah, they're a contender. I can say that for a lot of teams, though. Everything go right for the Dolphins, they're a contender. Everything go right for the Bills, they're a contender. Shoot, everything go right for us, we're a contender. And even, like, if everything goes right, but when does everything go right?
Philadelphia.
So, I ain't gonna lie. I don't think. Yeah, it did because the 49ers, all their quarterbacks got hurt. Yeah, that's like it did though.
They're gonna kill me in the comments, but they know it's true.
They had to slip inside field, so Jalen Hurts had an all-time great Super Bowl performance. It is what it is.
That's what they do. That's what they do. So, but I'm just not 100% sold on them. They have the right pieces, but we've seen this before. We've seen teams have all the right pieces, but don't get it done. So. That's me. They can be contenders. But I'm not like this 100% sold on them guys. Not yet.
I mean, if you say that, the same thing. If you look at if you look in history, the last time you've seen legendary quarterbacks that stay with a franchise for like 12 or more years go to another team, they always win. Like you can go all the way back to
Russell Wilson.
Except
Brett
Favre didn't win, but he got to the NFC. What was that conference final?
Yeah, they got the conference final.
But he went to the Jets before that, though, Mark.
Yeah, that was bad.
That is true.
Yeah.
But look, I do want to say this, though, Vaughn. I get where you're coming from. So I'm not going to sit here and be mad at you for what you're saying. The reason why I feel the way I feel because Aaron Rodgers was in a comfortable situation as a Packer. All right? So think about this. When he's to the Packer, he can do whatever he wants. Show up looking like Nicolas Cage. You saw him showing the training camp now? He got a regular shirt on, regular short. Like, he's not even, right? You can tell he's putting on the mentor hat. He understands what he has, and Saul's inviting him. So he bringing sauce with him courtside, meeting people, meeting celebrities, all that stuff. So he got his mentor hat on. On top of that, he's on a revenge tour against the Packers. He want to prove the Packers that he never lost it, whatever. Right? So I think that the change of scenery is good. And lastly, he remember what Brett Favre did as a Jet. So I think he want to supersede what he did. So I don't think he's gonna throw no tantrums, nothing like that with the Jets, like he did with the Packers. So that chain look nice though.
See, but also you gotta think about this though, Joe. The last quarterback that threw a chain on, it got ugly. So Kirk
About to say
Cousins
that
is my
too.
man, but I'm just saying.
And they
Well,
boys, it happened to they
This
boys
Kirk
too.
Cousins disrespect us.
but Kirk Cousins had one of the best seasons last year though, also.
But in my Kev voice, but what did it get him?
But that's Kirk Cousins though.
But if it didn't get him to the Super Bowl, then where did it get him? But also, Vaughn, you when you talk about the depth, you gotta look at it like this. I mean, of course, some of the names you threw out there, they got Miko Harpin too. So that's
And they got Michael Carter.
Yeah, that's another threat.
Yeah, other
But
running back. Yeah, he
But
all
this
right.
young
It's not-
majority of this young core was there last season, so they kind of know what they have to build on. That's why all of them are so happy that Aaron Rodgers is there because they like, all right, bet now we know we can actually score points on the other side of the ball. So if it comes down to it, then the defense is gonna have to step up if he do get hurt. And who was that? Who was the backup? Zach Wilson. He was there last year, so they already know what he can do. And if Zach Wilson can't get the ball to Garrett Wilson or Alan Lazard or Miko Hartman or Randall Cobb when he comes back, then it's just all wrong out there.
Can I try a question?
Mm-hmm.
When the last time A-Rod got it done?
2000 when he beat y'all.
2010, right?
I was like,
2009, I think.
I think that
Probably
was
2010.
no. I think that was
It was
9, 'cause
2010.
we lost.
It was 2010.
No, it was 2010 because 2009 all my teams won.
Yeah,
Well,
it
at
was
least not
10.
one. They went to the championship.
Yeah, 10 11.
I like that brag there.
So yeah, the Magic only team that didn't complete the job, but it's cool. But do y'all think A-Rod can get it done?
He was an
That's the
MVP.
question.
Like
Lamar, you can be an MVP. Lamar Jackson been an MVP. He hasn't got to the conference finals yet.
we didn't get him a
that's the
receiver
thing.
at all in Green Bay.
The thing is, can A-Rod get it done? That's the question. Y'all went and got A-Rod, y'all got everything else, but can he get it done? He hasn't got it done since 2010. So that's another thing for me. I just gotta see.
See, I want to say yes because again, if he don't go up against they could probably beat Mahomes if they on their A game. I'm gonna say yes.
But think about it, Ronald, when they won a Super Bowl, they're the number 2 ranked defense.
They was tight.
That's part of the reason. They had Charles Wilson. They got Sauce Gardner. They ain't Clay Matthews. They got a defense, man. They got a defense over there.
He ain't Charles Wilson, Joe. He's
Who?
more like Darrell Reeves.
But I'm saying, like, he's gonna be a great cornerback. That's my point. But Darrell Reeves, I'll take Darrell Reeves over Charles Wilson. I'm sorry. That's me. That's me. I'm taking Darrell Reeves.
Sound like we about to take it to the chat. Already see where that was going. But
best cornerback since Deion.
Who?
Darrell Reeves.
Oh, we was talking about Sauce. That's why.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna say that's a little early, my boy. That's a little early.
I'm gonna say he played 1 year. Man. But can he get it done? I mean, we're gonna see. And honestly, if A-Rod takes the Jets to the Super Bowl, I know we're gonna close the show out. Josh Allen, your name better not ever be brought up in the chat again, Bucko. Because if Aaron Rodgers takes these Jets to the Super Bowl, they better not put him in the top 5.
He's not on A-Rod level, though, man. You can't do that, man.
I can't give you that. You know why?
I can't give you that. I can't give you that. He's not on A-Rod level, though.
Aaron Rodgers top 5 too.
Who not A-Rod level?
Josh Allen.
And Aaron Rodgers
point of his
top 5
career.
Josh Allen has to do way more than Aaron Rodgers. He has to be the number 1 rusher and pass the ball 50 times.
He doesn't have to be the number 1 rusher. They
not
don't
saying-
run the ball.
That's
They
their
both
fault.
of their running backs average 5.5 yards a carry.
Is that Josh
Their
Allen's
fault.
fault?
It's not
that's-
Josh Allen's fault.
that's-
It's their fault though. I'm not.
I mean, you're just saying it's on Josh Allen's neck, but it's not. Josh Allen runs the ball because they keep throwing them plays, but they have a running game.
Bro, this is what I'm saying. As a player, you have to do what you can do. The coaches don't run the ball. Josh Allen's out there doing what he can do, so he has to run. I mean, what do you want him to do? Sit back there and not run? He led his team in rushing, and he throw the ball 50 times a game. So, like, That's not fair for him. I don't think y'all be treating my man fair. We could talk about him in another episode though.
We will. When the Jets when the Jets got to play them in the playoffs and Aaron Rodgers beat them because Josh Allen threw a late game interception, we can be right back here on the show.
So Matthew Stafford better than Patrick Mahomes?
Why you say that? Explain yourself.
No, I'm talking about them. They saying if Aaron Rodgers get to there and go to the Super Bowl. Matthew Stafford won the Super Bowl his first year, but nobody was pressed to put him above nobody. He had less responsibility.
He led the league in interceptions.
Huh? Yeah, he did. But he won a Super Bowl though.
They had the All-Star team. The defense was there. Everything was clicking. It clicked right.
I'm just saying, you know, I'm not giving Josh Allen no passes yet though. But how he performed in the playoffs, I can't give him no passes. Yeah, he played terrible in the playoffs. I'm sorry. Not just against the Bengals, against them Dolphins. Almost lost to Skylar Thompson. So I can't give him that.
And Mark said it too though. The expectations is different.
So Tomo, I'm with you. I'm not on a hate train like y'all, but I got my eye on him. He gonna have to do something this year.
I got an idea for a top 5 list, but we'll talk about that off.
I see you in the chat, Carl.
Carl is throwing shots at you the whole show.
Hey, I don't know what you
Carl,
did,
bro.
I don't know what he did. What did he do?
You talking about me?
Vaughn did, Carl.
This what I did, Mark. This what I did. I'm terrible. I'm terrible. That's what I did. He hating. That's all.
That's gonna call quick. Stafford had no run game. Okay, he only had Aaron Donald, Von Miller. He only had Cooper Kupp and Odell Beckham this season. Before Odell Beckham got there, he was not doing good. Jalen Ramsey, my bad. He had an all-star team. That's what he had. Led the league in interception and still won a Super Bowl. How about that?
And he got McVay.
And McVay. I mean, the boy's genius. That's what they call him, right? The man that could call plays from 6 years ago. Like
he lost Odell in the Super Bowl, Carl. Stop it.
Yeah, he lost Odell in the Super Bowl, and Cooper Kupp went crazy. Talking about, look what happened last year. Carl with Matthew Stafford.
And Akers went crazy.
My bad, we are not Carl.
He said it. He said about to get crazy right now.
He said it before I can say it. Look, man.
Don't blink. You missed 100 messages.
You are a hater.
Hey, if you look, I ain't even got to ask him to give a glimpse of what's gonna happen in the chat later. You already know, man. You already know. Just click the link in the description. You become a member. You could you might want to become an all-star for this one. Matter of fact, you want to become a superstar because it's gonna go. It's going straight to the RTL chat.
Yeah, I got my popcorn ready.
So yeah, make sure you click the link. But hey, I'm gonna say, Joe, man, you can go ahead and close us out, man.
All right, let's get it, man. So look, man, great show today. I had fun with y'all, man, like always. But look though, make sure y'all like this video, like Tomo said. Become a member. It does cost money. I understand, right? But it doesn't cost any money to send a like button. All right, hit that like button if you haven't done it yet. Appreciate y'all if you already there. Appreciate y'all staying to the end. First of all, make sure y'all share this video with everybody you know, because when this goes off, they can always go watch it. It's gonna be online. And follow and subscribe if you haven't done that yet. We still on a mission to get to 1,000 because I mean we are monetized, but we're not fully monetized, you know. So that's how that goes. Now. Appreciate y'all using the comment section. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to Kevo for becoming a member. Always send a super chat. Shout out to a member, Donnell, who sent a super chat. Appreciate y'all, fellas, man. And look, Tomo, quickly go over those IG chats we got going on.
Man, do I really gotta tell them, or should I just tell them skip back to like that last 30 seconds and see why you need to be in the chats? Outside of you getting the latest news, and updates before any of your favorite sports apps. You just got a glimpse of it right there. One small bomb, boom, blows everything up, man. So these chats really gonna be turned up. But if you really just listening right now, you want to become a member, or make sure I'm gonna give you the chat rundown right quick. We got NBA/WNBA, NFL, MLB. Hats off to baseball with Teddy. We got college football, college basketball, both men's and women's. Boxing, we want to say is basically in the ring combat because you got boxing, UFC. I was almost saying WCW. Man, I almost took it way back. But we got a little bit of wrestling in there as well. So, Joe, take them on, tell them how they actually can join these chats. You got to become a member. And we got the pro level at $2.99 a month. And that starts you off with loyalty badges next to your name in the live chats and comments. You also get priority comments. You get to join one sports chat. That's for $2.99. And then for the All-Star, you got the $4.99. That's the member-only videos. You get to join multiple chats, and then you get to request a topic or a segment nominee. Segments, again, that's your done son, not so average top 5. and Dave's Doghouse. But you can also take it to the R2L chat. You literally about to see the chat about to blow up. So you might want to drop that $9.99 right now. Trust me, it's cheaper than a Happy Meal. Inflation. But you get the same perks from the All-Star and the Pro levels. You get the R2L chat. You get to be a guest on the show. You get the award plaques, and the plaques go to the top performers. Again, go back to the YouTube page and check out that award ceremony. You'll really see how you can actually win those awards, and you get the member shout-outs. I mean, we just got a new member today, so shout out to Kevo. We want to say shout out to Jerry, Donnell, Joe, Dave, myself, Teddy, and you. If you're watching right now, make sure you click that link, man, and join this conversation.
Yeah, speaking of those trophies, we got the NBA MVP on here with us right now. Shout out to Vaughn. Shout out to Vaughn.
I'm gonna show y'all something real quick, man. This the very first duo champion plaque, man. Before we got monetized, you know what I'm saying? I had to put us on the map. I got a couple more plaques on the way. I ain't get it yet. You know, my wall. I'm waiting on it.
It's good. You will get it handed to you when I see you. All right. All right, y'all. Shout out to BWT Baseball with Teddy. All baseball content goes through this show right here. Baseball with Teddy leading the show. Hey, he's been killing it with the numbers. He's been killing it with the content. I learned so much about baseball. I'm way more into baseball because of this show right here. So make sure y'all tune in to BWT Baseball with Teddy. Also, y'all, for the members, All-Star and above, we have a members-only video coming out tonight, going live at 10 p.m. And Wednesday, we got something special for y'all. All right, so make sure y'all here on Wednesday. But like Tomo said, boxing episode tomorrow. Last words. Listen, man. Number one, shout out to the Commanders, man. I'm so happy we have a brand new team going forward. And number two, next time we on, Tomo, we're going to talk about this team right here. Oh, what do you got? I got something to say about this team. Sacramento, because I feel like we're the most underrated team in the NBA, and I'm going to show y'all how. Let's get it.
That's interesting, man. My last words is, look, man, it been raining for like 2 weeks straight in the DC area, but soon as they sold the team, the rain has stopped. So y'all understand, the Commanders actually control the weather machine in this area, because y'all also know that when they used to lose on Sundays, that Monday it would be thunderstorms all day. So look, can y'all turn the heat down a little bit? That's all I need, because y'all, it's too hot right now. But thanks for becoming a member, and man, make sure y'all tune into that boxing episode tomorrow. Take it away, Mark.
Yeah, man. Like Tomo said, man, they control the weather. They control everything. You ever had a home game when you got more away fans there than you do at home? So that's not going to be an issue no more. So, I mean, we won't really see what it's going to home field advantage for Washington look like for real. So, I mean, it's we always play better away for some reason. That's why. So now let's build on this momentum and keep going forward. That's it.
Let's get it.
Vaughn.
Vaughn, my bad, Vaun. Probably had 4 people on. Go ahead.
You know,
my bad. The NBA MVP. My bad.
I know I ain't a Commander fan, but dang. I used to show y'all love. Then Mark stopped on me last year. I'm trying to keep it real. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I just want to say thanks for having me again, man. You know, I love being on here. The greatest NBA analyst R2L has ever seen. And I'm coming for that NFL crown this year. Coach, you called me out. I'm waiting on you. Kev, I've been waiting on you. Dave, I got a list. I've been waiting on all y'all. So whenever y'all ready, let's get it. Your boy, I don't need him. I got one sheet of paper for all 3 of y'all. That's what I need. So just let me know. Still a Nation, Kenny Pickett, Mark, get ready for that 100 because Najee Harris is here. Let's get it.
Najee Harris is the worst running back in y'all division.
Look, y'all know you want to close. I just want to say one thing. Look at the divine intervention for the Commanders fan. Week 1, they played the Arizona Cardinals. So you know them sick. You already knew the home field advantage was there.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all ain't playing nobody.
That's a good game for Sam Howell. I told Mark that's a nice game for Sam Howell to get his
college teams do it. They first game be somewhere like a D1 AA school. They beat up on them before they go. They do that. Build momentum. It's all good.
Don't loaf.
I'm not loafing though. Every team can beat you.
Yeah, don't loaf. Kyler Murray run around y'all.
No, you're right though.
He not playing.
Well, yes, he is. He gonna play.
He gonna play.
Call of Duty gonna come out, man. Game coming out. Let's get out of here, man.
All right, y'all. That's all we have for y'all today, and we'll see y'all next episode.
Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.